Stay.
Stay.
With me. No.
Stay with me. That song?
'Cause you're
all I need.
is so darling,
Stay with me. Hey, what's up you guys? It's your boy Tye Tun.
And Bria Janayé, hey!
And in today's video, we're going to be doing another Tell Me When, but it's Bria's turn to ask me the question.
We hope y'all like these Tell Me When.
Yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and comment down below so we know, you know?
Okay. I'm like sign language over here.
Oh, I don't want to be offensive.
With that being
Let's get into today's video.
Tell me when you felt like you didn't have a purpose.
Oh, that's a good question.
You felt like.
I felt like. Okay. So, it gets a little dark.
It's okay. It's real.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not always pretty
You're right.
in the valley.
So, so after I graduated college, I went to school in Pittsburgh, so I had to move back home to Jersey, and I'm back at my parents' house, and I was, I really wanted my life to just like start. I thought like coming out of college I would just get a job and things would go so well.
Right.
But that's not the case, for me anyway,
Right.
for a lot of people. And I was applying to so many like places and it wasn't working out. And then like I felt like I wasn't doing anything with my life. Like I still did freelance projects and stuff like that because I'm a graphic designer, so I do like freelance, but I did those on the side, but I didn't feel like I was fulfilling some sort of purpose. I was just kind of existing, you know?
And that's what you went to school for.
Yeah.
So then you felt like you would just like come out and like get a job in graphic design.
So I literally sat like day after day after day after day, like, let me get up and apply, let me get up and email whoever I can email, or let me, you know, just try and do something to like jumpstart my career, I guess.
Right.
And it just was not working out. And then like I got to this headspace where I felt super like lonely, and that led into like this like horrible depression, and it was like so dark. And you know, you hear people like saying like I'm depressed or I'm this or I'm that, and I feel like people use the word kind of like loosely, because depression is like a real thing, you know what I mean? And I didn't realize how bad it was until like I became depressed. So it really took a toll, but it got so dark to the point where like I was thinking about like harming myself all the time, and it would just be like it would be like a random situation. Like I would be like washing the dishes, and I would like be washing like a knife or something, and I would be thinking of ways to like harm myself, but not because I wanted to. It would just literally just pop in my head like
this is easier or something.
Yeah,
or
like
just like why? What am I doing?
Kind of just like you could you could like end it all now. You don't have to feel this way because you can literally just end it now if you wanted to. But that's not what I wanted to do. Like I knew that's not was something I would even feel comfortable doing. And it made me uncomfortable that I was having those thoughts.
Yeah, because that's not like
normal. Especially not for me. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like people always say that they're positive, but I really feel like I'm like a positive person. So when I was having those thoughts and it got to that point, it was kind of scary.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know who to talk to because I didn't like
want to just be like,
hey, I'm depressed and I'm having these thoughts.
Right.
It was like weird to me.
Because people will either like not take you seriously or like be like, oh my god, like. Yeah. So then how did you overcome it? So
I got my first job, which was at Target. Like my job, job. Even though it was just Target and it's just like something stupid, but I felt like, okay, this isn't where like I want to be, but it's something. You know what I mean? And I'm still doing freelance on the side, so it's not like I'm just giving up on being a graphic designer or whatever. So after I applied, or after I got the job at Target, things just kind of started turning around because I started rationalizing things more. Like, things aren't so bad. Like, they could be worse. Like, I'm healthy. I eat every day. Clearly. I have, like, a good enough support system. Even though I don't have, like, a lot of friends, I feel like the ones that I do have are pretty supportive, you know? Yeah, so you have like, even though the main thing to you is like, I'm not doing anything, but you have all these things behind you that you are and that you have. Even though they're small, it could be worse. That's my bird. She wants to be part of the video, so if you can hear her, we apologize. No, kill her. So, I think when people feel like they don't have a purpose, they do. Regardless of how small it is, like you could even just have like a pet, like a fish or something that can't fend for themselves. You know what I mean? Like they depend on you to eat and be taken care of. So you still have a purpose even though it's small. Yeah. And then there's still like people who care. Because did you feel like in that moment when you were like in that place, like nobody even cares, like... Yeah, actually I did. Yeah. Because there's I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know how you're like the first person to like reach out to people sometimes, but it's like always you reaching out to them, and you really like learn people's characters when you stop reaching out. Like for me, when I was in that depression, I was like, screw it, like I'm not gonna keep on putting myself out there, so I stopped reaching out to people first, and only like a few people even like checked on me. So yeah. Oh, did I check on you? Actually, yeah, because I feel like we talked about this before. Yeah, I feel like we did. I feel like we were in your living room. Yeah, because we had like similar situations. Yeah. And in that, and I feel like in those moments too, you have to think like, you know what, you're not alone. You know? I feel like if you think that you're alone and like you're the only one, then that will make you go crazy. Because you feel like you have to keep up with something. Or like when you don't. Exactly. I feel like people should start putting more like appreciation on people who do things that are so little. Because now everybody feels like they need to do something so big. For it to matter. Yeah. When like you could literally work at, like you said, Target and just have really good customer service and be like the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you know? Yeah. How are you now? Now I am so fine. I remind myself every day that because you know when you're at that point you just feel so like unimportant. And like I like discovered that I am important even if it isn't to other people. I'm important to myself. So I remind myself like, whenever I feel myself like slipping, even though I never slipped back that far before, like to get to that level, but sometimes you just get a little sad. So I just always have to remind myself that you know what, you are important because I care about you, which is me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But like those little steps, even though they're so small, and like recognizing who you are and recognizing your worth, I feel like it's so big. You know what I mean? Like, you're like just amazing. If you were gone, like, we wouldn't know how amazing you are. You know?
Thank you.
I mean,
it's good that I could like talk about it now. Like, if someone were to ask me about it or whatever, I'm like comfortable speaking about it.
Yeah.
Because people, not that they need to know, but it's good for people to know. So that way, if it happens to them or they have a friend that's depressed or something like that, they know, like, they have like a little bit of insight.
Yeah. Or like relatable. Like, sometimes if I feel that way, if I know somebody else is feeling that way, I'm not gonna say it makes me feel better, but like I feel okay.
Yeah, you don't feel like so alone.
Yeah.
Because there's more people like you out there.
Yeah, and you're not alone.
You're not alone. I don't know the rest of the words.
I don't even know the song.
Oh, I think it's Michael Jackson.
Oh, really?
You know what? I don't know. I don't want to say that because I don't know if it is, but I think it is. Don't drag me if it's not.
I don't even know. They're gonna drag me. Like, how you not know that was Michael?
Right.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Hold on, I just want to ask one more question before we're done. So you said that you talked about it to people, or you just held it all in?
I talked about it to you, sorta, and then like I went into like super great detail to my one friend.
Okay.
He helped me a lot because he was just like telling me like, you know, just uplifting things and checking on me like every single day, even though I didn't ask him to.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice knowing that I have that like support.
Like, you weren't like looking for sympathy to make you feel better. You were looking for support.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted. Was just like an ear.
Yeah.
Cause I like a lot of people didn't even know that I was like going through that. If I did talk to somebody, I wouldn't even like bring it up because I don't know. When I was happening, it was kind of like embarrassing a little bit, and you feel like a little shameful because you're like, this is kind of like well, and to me it was like really serious.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I were to explain it to somebody, they won't really get it.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, really, you're having those kind of thoughts over that, or you feel that way because of a job, like.
Yeah.
Because that did happen to me.
Really? Oh, wow.
I like explained, well, I attempted to explain it to someone who was like close to me, and their initial reaction was like, that's stupid. Why do you feel that way over a job? Like, that's so dumb.
Right.
But it wasn't a job that I was depressed about. It was so much
like your
more
position.
than that.
Like, what am I even doing?
It was my purpose that I was depressed about. But
people just don't get it.
Yeah, it's okay though.
It's like, not. Is it?
I mean, it's not okay, but.
Yeah, like, take your time to understand. Don't just knock somebody off.
Yeah. And I also encourage people, like, if you're feeling depressed and you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, there's like so many like hotlines you can call or reach out to people that I don't know where I'm going with that, but like, yeah, you know what I mean, like hotlines and things like that. Yeah. You can reach out to those because they'll always listen to you.
Yeah, definitely.
And it can be anonymous too.
Yeah.
You don't have to like do all that extra. But
or even talk to anybody, like a stranger. I talk to strangers like at my job. I ain't gonna see them again. Sometimes like it's like good, refreshing.
It kind of gets it off of you a little bit. Yeah,
and then they don't really care. Like, they can give you some advice, but like they don't really care because they're just gonna go.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, which is nice.
So definitely talk about it. Don't hold in these dark thoughts.
You gotta tell somebody, especially if it gets that dark. You have to tell somebody. I fortunately was enough to like not act on any of those thoughts, thank God. But like a lot of people do, so you have to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Or something. You have to find some sort of outlet to make yourself feel better. And if that's not working, you have to.
You need Jesus. You gotta pray to God. No.
You need to ask for help from somebody because you don't. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, but for real.
Yeah, like really though. You need help. You need to get some help. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we're not experts or anything like that, so we don't really know.
This is just from experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you are going through anything at all, whatever is like just weighing you down, please talk to somebody. You can like talk to us. You can DM us on Instagram. You can like comment down below, whatever it is. Just like talk. I mean, I like to give at least what I can feedback, you know what I mean? You're pretty good at that too.
Thank you.
Which is like and we'll also leave links down below for like hotlines or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And know that you have a purpose.
Yes.
No matter what you're thinking, no matter if you think you're worthless, no matter if you're freaking 12 years old, if you're 56, whatever, you have a purpose.
Yeah.
You do.
Always remember that. Because you're important to yourself.
You are.
You're important to us.
You are.
We need you
seriously.
here. We want you here.
Seriously.
Stay here. No, but seriously, like, you do have a purpose, and just always remember that, because you are super important. If you like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below.
Down below.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
And ring that notification bell. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.